about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, looks like Punk'd is making its return, and Chance the Rapper is going to be the host. They have not announced a date, but they said it'll be available only on, now let me pronounce this right, Quibi's mobile video platform.
Yes, drop on the clues bombs for Quibi. They doing a lot of cool stuff over there, man. Salute to my guy, Doug Herzog. Drop on the clues bombs for Doug Herzog, Jersey Zone.
Now he said no one is safe. And I guess he's got this new job on Punk'd. I would assume, well, I guess it's not like he has to be in the actual footage. Usually, like, Ashton Kutcher would run out from the back.
Yeah, pop out at the end or something.
Right. So.
Well, not all the time. I mean, most of the time, Ashton would be in, like, the little control room.
Right.
And he would just be watching what's happening and controlling the people that are involved. And from what I saw in the trailer, that's what Chance is doing.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that he's not going to be there with the people, like, punking them, because then you would know, like, oh, it's Chance the Rapper. I must be on
no.
Punk'd.
He popped,
they pop out
up
after.
at the end. Yeah.
Right, so should be interesting to see who they're going to punk. They actually, Punk'd was on for 8 seasons on MTV, and they had punked all different kinds of people, so this should be good to see.
The Kanye West one was a hilarious one. When they
I
punked
remember
Kanye.
Ashanti, Beyonce, Justin Timberlake.
T.I., man. T.I. said, I don't know who Bullets is. I don't know who this Bullets is.
All right, now over the weekend, Grammy weekend, Meek Mill ran into Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty, that's Nicki Minaj's husband. They were inside of a high-end clothing store, Maxfield in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And according to sources, they said Meek was in the store shopping. That's when Nicki and Kenneth happened to come in the store. Talk about timing. And approached him. Now, according to these sources, they said Kenneth Petty started getting loud. Meek suggested they all have a word in private, and they refused to do that. And they said Meek wanted to keep things civil because, quote, he's just happy. He's in a much better place personally and professionally than he was back when he and Nicki were dating. But that video footage is out there floating around if you want to see how it all went down. Man, you don't know who you're going to run into Grammy weekend. Everybody was...
Everybody's out and about Grammy
everywhere.
weekend. Mm-hmm.
And that is not one that you would want to see coincidentally be in the same place at the same time. Mm-hmm. All right, 50 Cent. He is talking about Taraji P. Henson. Now, Taraji was on T.I.'s Expeditiously podcast, and she was talking about 50 pitting Empire and Power against each other.
Our show had nothing to do with his show. We're talking 2 different subject matters. Right. You know what I mean? And then again, 50, do you know what the I had to do to get here? Why tear down another black person?
I get that.
For competition?
I think
there are a million other shows you could compete with.
I get that too. I get that.
Okay, so why?
I get that. Why'd you pick the black show to compete with? I get that.
And to do that publicly, it's embarrassing.
All right. Well, of course, 50 got wind of this and made some comments on social media. He said, I saw Taraji on T.I.'s podcast. This is my sincere apology. I did not mean to hurt your feelings in any way. I love your work, and I think you are amazing. I'm sorry no one is watching your show anymore. I realize I have to work on the fact that I have less empathy than others. I have met with the top executives at Fox and sold them the Notorious Cop. It's a show that is replacing yours. But I really want to work with you. I mean, you're awesome. We would work well together. But if you don't like the idea, I understand. If you don't roll with me, you're going to get rolled the F over.
Yo, 50 never stopped, man. He never turns it off.
The Notorious Cop is about the hip-hop police, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mano had an idea for a crime drama based around the hip-hop police. Salute to Mano.
Congratulations to 50 again. You know, he gets his star of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He gets his star this Wednesday. Congratulations to
50 is so strategic, though, because that Taraji T.I. podcast been happened. But he needed to promote Power this weekend. And he got to promote the new show coming out on ABC. That's really all it is. That's all this is about. None of it is personal with 50. None of it.
Have y'all been watching Power? I just caught up
Yeah,
yesterday.
I watched Power. I didn't see last night's episode because I was in Atlantic City.
Yeah,
but yes,
I watched it.
I'm watching that when I get home.
That's the first thing I did when I got off the plane and came home. Was
watch Power?
Yes, on demand. All right. Now, there is that documentary against Russell Simmons, and it actually debuted at the Sundance Film Festival over the weekend. It's called On the Record. This is the one that was originally backed by Oprah, but she did drop out of the film because of concerns about the credibility of some of the women in the film. Mm-hmm. This documentary focuses on rape allegations made by Drew Dixon, Syl Lai Abrams, and Alexia Norton-Jones. Now, what they are saying in The Hollywood Reporter is that On the Record got multiple standing ovations during its premiere. And over 36 organizations supported a letter this weekend backing the victims. There were other people endorsing this, like Rosanna Arquette, Thandie Newton, and others. Russell Simmons, on his behalf, is denying any wrongdoing with the women, and he said all of these sexual relationships that he had were consensual. And that is the information we have. There was a pre-premiere discussion around On the Record before they debuted it. And here is some of what was said. Drew Dixon was there. Here's what she said.
All of us have kept our stories to ourselves for decades. And there are people within that ecosystem who knew our story. But nobody told our story. And so to me, this is where allies matter. To tell the story because they're not subject to the incoming that even powerful Black people are subject to. To me, this is why the filmmakers are right. Because they don't have the same vulnerability. And then they listened, and they deferred, and they learned, and they centered us.
All right, now they also have a song on there that is performed and written by Lauryn Hill, Miss Lauryn Hill, and they said this previously unreleased track was specifically chosen by Miss Hill to appear in the film. All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.